Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom, and we talk about them in a positive way. And this is Terrifying Tuesday, and on Terrifying Tuesday, we talk about horror. So here's our topic of the day. It's Halloween Ends, and is there actually a cult involved? So let's break it down, this theory, these ideas, and let's see what happens. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so we have this theory that goes that there's a cult involved or it's witchcraft. And this is not out of the realm of possibility, as somehow Michael Myers has to be revealed to be supernatural. The clues have always been there. He's survived more in this trilogy so far, and the trilogy isn't even done, than any human being could possibly ever survive if they were an actual living human being. However, Michael Myers is a special case, and they could pretend as though he's not supernatural all they want, but he is in fact somehow supernatural, even if it's only within the same elements that Bruce Willis is supernatural in Die Hard and cannot be killed no matter what injuries he maintains. And that's the thing about movies. It's called a suspension of disbelief. It is this suspension of disbelief that allows a hero or a villain to survive things no one actually could survive. And you have to look at it and take it all with a grain of salt. However, if they brought in a cult that was somehow controlling some magical entity from way back when, some evil that has existed for a very long time, how tragic would this be? It would take the movie in an entirely new direction, yes, and this would be the thing that Jamie Lee Curtis might have been talking about when she said that people would be mad. A lot of people have said this movie is going to be drastically different, that this movie is going to change the events completely from what we know, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing. I know that people think it is. Now, if it is a cult that has been keeping Michael Myers alive all this time, at least until they could find a suitable replacement, or it could be this way. It could be that Michael Myers, what we know as Michael Myers, hasn't really existed for a long time. Now, if you were looking at the movies from the standpoint that every sequel that we've gotten existed, then Michael Myers has died multiple times and multiple people have replaced him. However, in the new timeline, that's not the case. In the new timeline, we have a situation where Michael Myers is, in fact, alive and has been alive and locked up since the events of the first movie. Now, this Michael Myers that we currently have is old. He's old and he's stalking people and he's killing people and he's doing okay at it, but he's taken a beating. And what if, in fact, he did die at the end? What if, just what if, the very last scene of that movie, it isn't Michael Myers at all, but someone else? Maybe that's when Corey Cunningham actually first grabs the mask and takes it and runs with it. Because here's the thing about that. People have been talking about this poor Cunningham kid finding the mask, about this poor Cunningham kid who's being accused of murder. And maybe there's more to it. Maybe, in fact, he is part of this cult that is keeping Michael alive. Or maybe he is, in fact, a victim of said cult, and he is the new Michael Myers. It's something you have to look at. It can't really be ignored. This whole, there is two killers. Well, the older Michael Myers isn't dead, so maybe he's not too happy about this. He don't want to be replaced because he don't want to die. And if he is actually dead, maybe he's just now a mindless killing machine that has to face off against this person that is in fact alive. Who comes out ahead? Zombie Michael Myers who's older, or this new kid who's in fact alive? You know, they could take this in a whole bunch of crazy, crazy directions, and I know this theory is wild. It's completely insane. But this is the type of thing that I've been hearing time and time again from people talking about this cult, talking about even that Michael Myers is a machine. And that's not out of the realm of possibility either. If you remember right, in Halloween 3, some of the people were in fact revealed to be machines. Now, I know that that's a little crazy and that's a little bit out there, but if they do it right, things could be done. If they do it right and they give you a cool movie, I'm of the mind that they could do whatever they want. If they want to bring in Jason Voorhees at the end of this movie just to go aha, or Freddy Krueger just to go aha, they can in fact do that if they do it cool. Anything that they do in this movie, they have to make it look cool. So the thing of it is, if this is a cult situation, then a lot of things have to be explained. A lot of things. Like, how has he survived these events in this trilogy? We know that he also got beaten down really bad in the first movie anyway. So how did he survive that? To go on and live as long as he did, come back, and what's going on here? How come the cult has now replaced him with a new Michael Myers? This evil, is it just the evil? Is there no cult involved? Maybe there's no actual cult involved, but an actual demon is involved in the whole thing. And this demon is taking Corey and making Corey the new Michael Myers. And it's all crazy and it's weird, but it's something that you really have to think about. When they say that this movie is going in a completely new direction than every other movie before it, and they start to say all this stuff is wild and insane, and people are going to be upset, you have to look at, like, where are they going with this trilogy? And if this isn't the last of Michael Myers, what comes next? So we have to look at all of these aspects. We have to look at this stuff and ponder, is this real? Are these theories that are coming out true? Are they false? Now, I know there have been people that have been given spoilers for the movie, or so I'm told, but never believe this stuff until the actual movie does come out, because the scripts do change from time to time. And the scripts that people may have seen filmed, that doesn't mean they weren't filmed. It just means maybe they aren't the final film. You never know what the final film brings until the final film is before you. And the thing of it is, they could go all sorts of wild, crazy directions. And we have to wonder if, in fact, they do. Could this be some sort of demon that is possessing Michael Myers? Is it a witch coven? Is it, in fact, a cult where they just keep reviving him? Now, if you listen to the book, well, if you read the book actually goes back into the history of the Myers family and talks about why this evil exists inside of Michael Myers, and it is, in fact, sort of like a demon type of entity. So take all that in for a minute and think about it. And I want to know what you guys think in the comments about this. So leave us a comment and let us know what you think about this and all the theories we kind of discussed today about it possibly being a witchcraft thing, a cult thing, maybe even a demon, robots, all that crazy stuff that we keep hearing. Let's talk about it. And I know that people are spoiling the script out there, but please, no spoilers. And let's have a conversation. So leave a comment in the comment box below for us. Then make sure you're sharing with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation too. And Miko says we need more subscribers, and this little face wouldn't lie to you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button for Miko, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then yes, Miko, yes. At the end of the day, fandom is family.